I'm Ken Moody, and this is Ken Moody Hunting TV. On today's show is back to Africa for more bow hunting of plains game and something you might not see every day. Stay tuned for all that action.
Slick Trick Broadheads presents Ken Moody Hunting TV. Ken Moody Hunting TV is brought to you by Slick Trick Broadheads, Elite Archery, North Fork Technologies, True Fire Releases, Vapor Trail Archery, Gunner's Taxidermy, Fauna and Flora Custom House Brokerage, and Ken and Paul's Family Steakhouse.
Our first hunt today is for a species that many of you may not consider a game animal, and that's the baboon. And believe me, in Africa, we are saturated with baboon. There are no shortages of baboon. And it's important to try to keep their numbers down because baboon will ravage, ravage a water hole station. They will tear up your water hole, they will eat all your feed, and they will just wreak havoc around the water holes. So the baboon hunt is more of a pest control hunt, but they are extremely sharp and very wary game animals. Nothing sees better than a baboon. I've been caught in a water hole or caught in a hunting blind or a tree stand at a water hole more often by baboon than any other species I've ever hunted. So let's take a look at what happens to this big alpha male baboon who leads the troop in, comes in early, and tries to scarf up our feed. What we have here is a grand primate. This is a huge male baboon. I mean, look at the size. Look at the size of this animal. I know that many don't consider the baboon a game animal, but I'm telling you, a big male has eyes like Swarovski optics. He has ears that are unbelievable, and they will detect you in a hide quicker than anything I know. If you can bag a baboon, you can pretty much take anything walking in Africa because these guys are sharp. They are sharp. Big, big, big baboon. That was a big alpha male. He was part of a troop there on my ranch, and I was happy I was able to take him out because, again, they are really, really harsh on the waterhole area, the feed. They keep the other animals run off, and a very difficult animal to bag. Plus, my daughter on her 10th birthday in Africa was attacked by a baboon at Cape Point, so I had a little payback in mind when I let that arrow go. After the messages, we'll be right back with more bow hunting action from Africa.
We'll be right back with more Ken Moody Hunting TV.
Our next hunt today is for, yes, another impala. You saw me shoot a couple last week. This is another impala. When you hunt with us, the likelihood of seeing hundreds a day is a distinct possibility. And we were just run over with impala, and I was hunting from a huge elevated tower. This impala presented quite a tricky shot. It was a long range shot. But once it got to the water hole, I'd ranged it, I knew the range. I'd taken some practice shots earlier at a target butt. You know, I knew the setup, and when he came in and gave me that shot, I let fly, and let's just see what happens. Well, he was standing right here eating on the salt. You can see our tower of power in the background. Then he took off right through here. I can see the marks where he took off, and he bounded that way. I followed him as far as I could follow him visually until he cut across the road. So let's go back over here and see if we can pick up where he crossed the road. As far as impala goes, it just doesn't get any better than this. Can you believe this ram? And I bet he'll go 23 inches easy. It's a beautiful impala. As I said earlier, an entire herd of impala came in. There was about 30 or so, and this ram came in and went right to the salt and gave me the shot. Little forward, but it still did a number on him. Big impala ram, record book ram, and very, very thankful to take it.
We've got more action coming up. Stay tuned. Ken Moody Hunting TV. We'll be right back.
Congratulations. Beautiful. Beautiful. Congratulations again.
Thank you very much.
Tracy.
All right, let's talk a minute about your equipment choices for Africa with regards to bow hunting. I've stated on previous shows that your standard whitetail rig will work fine when bow hunting in Africa. The thing you have to remember about African game animals is they are tougher than North American animals. They have a tougher hide. They won't lay down because of predators, and when you shoot one, you have to make that shot count. Now, with my hunting operation and most other bow hunting operations in Africa, we present a 15 to 20 yard shot for our clients. Close range, not that difficult. You just have to wait for the right angle and right shot opportunity, and you can make it happen. But again, as far as equipment goes, your standard whitetail rig will work fine. I recommend an arrow 450 grains or a little better to increase your momentum, and a good conventional broadhead. I'm not an advocate of mechanical broadheads in Africa. I've had guys use them. They've had great results, and then some have had not so great results depending on the style of head they use. But a good conventional broadhead will always make it happen. Now, our last hunt today is for a species that doesn't require much of a bow at all. It's a diker. Diker and steenbuck in our area are the two smallest antelope we have on offer to hunt. They're tiny, they're about the size of a whitetail fawn, but they're very elusive around the water hole, or very skittish around the water hole, I should say, and they'll duck your arrow and move and bob and weave all the time. But I like diker. They make excellent table fare, and they make a nice little trophy to boot. So let's take a look and see what happens when this little diker strolls into range. Oh, this is a beautiful bush diker. It's one of the little five. They call it part of the little five. I mean, he's a dainty, diminutive, small antelope. But these horns, when you see these horns are almost even with his ears, this is a record book diker, believe it or not. Very big ram, small little target. I let him get settled in at the water before I took my shot, and I held low because they'll always duck the stream. And this is what we got, a beautiful, beautiful diker. Couldn't be happier, could not be happier. Talk about a shooting problem. The target area on a diker is about as big as your closed fist. I mean, you got to put that arrow in there, and that diker wheeled around actually when I shot him. So I caught him in front of the near shoulder, but it came out the back shoulder, and again, they're so small, it didn't take much of a punch to put him down, and I was able to make a nice recovery. And we took that diker along with some Coca-Cola and made a diker casserole. Man, I'm telling you, excellent table fare. So if you want to eat diker, you need to give us a call and book your safari to Africa, and we'll make it happen. Well, that's our show for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. Just for some species like the baboon and diker you might not otherwise see. And I hope you join us next week. We're going to continue our hunts here on Moody Hunting TV. And remember, if you're not having fun, you're not doing it right.